topic for today is about history of China and culture. China has a land area of 3,691,502 square miles or 9,596,960 square kilometers, making it the world's third largest nation. Chinese civilization began along the Yellow River in the Shang era and it spread from the Bronze Age. Culture reached its peak. Ancient China finally fractured into warring kingdoms for 200 years, and its reunification marked the start of the Imperial China Age. Studies of Chinese populations showed that 97.4% their genetic makeup is from ancestral modern humans from Africa, with the rest coming from extinct forms such as Neanderthals and Denisovans. The Chinese refer to their country as the Middle Kingdom, an indication of how central they have felt themselves to be throughout history. There are cultural and linguistic variations in different regions, but for such a large country, the culture is relatively uniform. However, 55 monetary groups inhabit the more remote regions of the country and have their own unique cultures, languages, and customs. Chinese culture is one of the world's oldest cultures, tracing back to thousands of years ago. Important components of Chinese culture include ceramics, architecture, music, literature, martial arts, cuisine, visual arts, philosophy, and religion. China is a country with a great diversity of religious beliefs. The main religions are Buddhism, Taoism, Islam, Catholicism, and Protestantism. The history of Chinese currency spans more than 3,000 years. Currency of some type has been used in China since the Neolithic Age, which can be traced back to between 3,000 and 4,500 years ago. Cowrie shells are believed to have been the earliest form of currency used in central China and were used during the Neolithic period. Here's the dynasties of China: Xia Dynasty, Shang Dynasty, Zhou Dynasty, Qin Dynasty, Han Dynasty, Six Dynasties, Xi Dynasty, Tang Dynasty, Five Dynasties, Song Dynasty, Yuan Dynasty, Ming Dynasty, Qing Dynasty, Republican era, Communist era. Inventions. The ancient Chinese were famous for their inventions and technology. Many of their inventions had lasting impact on the entire world. Other inventions led to great feats of engineering like the Great Canal and the Great Wall of China. Chinese zodiac. Chinese zodiac consists of 12 animals that first appeared in the Zhang-Guo period, 5th century BC. No one knows the exact date as of when the zodiac was essentially created, but they were officially identified during the Han Dynasty, 206 BC to 9 AD, which was over 200 years ago. The zodiac became a popular way to determine a person's birth year during the North Zhou Dynasty. Language. China covers a very broad area of land. There are more than 70 million people belonging to 55 different national minorities living in China. 7 each minority has their own spoken language. Many of the minority groups do not have a distinguishable written form to their language. Written language. The Chinese language is oldest written language in the world with at least 6,000 years of history. Chinese character. Inscriptions have been found in turtle shells dating back to the Shang Dynasty, 1766 to 1123 BC, proving the written language has existed for more than 3,000 years. Influences in the Philippines. They brought porcelain and silk in exchange for beeswax, deerhorn and trepang, or sea slug. The trade with China was the beginning of a major influence and contribution with the Filipino culture. One major influence that the Chinese contributed within the culture was culinary arts.